My name's Matthew, and today we're going to be walking around this 2022 on a 72 registration BMW M440i xDrive. The xDrive means that this car is all-wheel drive. This particular car has covered 18,000 miles from new. It's one owner from new, and it is so well specified. Finished in Dravit grey metallic, which is almost like it goes a bit bronze in certain light. It's almost like a changing color. It's such a fabulous color in real life, with the Indivdual Oyster leather inside. The car's got a host of features, a host of options that we need to talk to you about as we go around it. So we're going to get on with it and try and get through this and get through as much of this as we can. So, starting at the front of the car, we've got the updated face of the 4 Series, very similar to the M4 in this generation. I do think it's very pretty with these massive kidney grills now. The camera on the front is part of the forward-facing part of the 360 surround and 3D surround camera package fitted to this car. And very neatly under here, it's a really hard thing to pick up here, but the car is fitted with adaptive cruise control, and that's the radar sensor for that down there. We've got front and rear park distance control with the neatly fitted park distance control sensors. You can barely see them in the front bumper. And then BMW's Shadow Line LED lights. These have got high beam assist as well. They're a fantastic light unit. And because they're the Shadow Line, they have the darker inserts to the actual light unit themselves. Coming around the passenger side, we've got BMW's M Performance wheels. They're a two-tone wheel. They're a really, really pretty wheel, and they are a 19-inch multi-spoke wheel finished with sort of a satin grey or satin black on the inserts of the spokes there, and a high polished finish to the fascias, and a really nice touch to have the little M Performance logo in there, and the M Performance red brake calipers behind the wheel there. M badges on the flanks of the wings here, and then as we come down we've got some more features. So these are the side view cameras. So that camera system is made up of a camera on the nose, a camera at the back, and 2 on each individual wing mirror, and you can see the passenger side one there as well. The car has also got comfort access, so there's loads to talk about. We've got comfort access. This is all part of I believe it's the comfort package for this particular car, or the Technology Pack Plus. It's got both of those. You just put your hand inside the door handle and open the door and go inside and have a look. And one thing to just note, if the camera can just pick up on it, so it says BMW Indivdual, just written there on this little tab on the side of the leather, of that Oyster leather throughout the car. And it's such a beautiful interior space. And we do have some very fancy puddle lamps, which are really hard to see, but at night they sort of flick out and they're winged. It's a really cool puddle lamp, and it's in a very good position, so it does actually render some use, unlike some other manufacturers' puddle lamps. If I close the door and just have a quick look in the corner, we've got blind spot monitoring, which is that little triangle just there in the corner of the mirror glass. And we've walked around the back of the car and run through some more of the features. I love the update that BMW have done at the back of these cars. We've got sort of a darkened sort of 3D effect to the rear tail lights. And then looking around the back, because it is an M440i, you've got a big sort of diffuser section with the exhaust pipes either side. The rear camera is really neatly hidden on the bottom side of the BMW badge itself. It's a really lovely design feature. And of course, you've got your M440 Shadow Line badge on the back of the car there. The tailgate is super, super light. And one thing to note, which is important, right now with the roof down, we have this little hatch sort of in its extended mode. That's for the roof when it's down. When the roof is actually in its fixed position, so the roof is on, this folds away and gives you a load more space in the boot itself. I'll just shut the tailgate there, and we'll move down the driver's side and jump in and run you through some of the technology inside this car. So there is so much to talk about internally. I'm going to turn the car on, I'm going to run you through as much as I possibly can, but we'll start on the driver's door card. We've got a mixture of materials, that Indivdual Oyster leather on the centers of the door card here. Hopefully you can see under here it's pulsing red because the car is fitted with ambient lighting. We've got the Harman Kardon surround sound stereo in this particular car, and memory settings for the driver. Both front seats are electrically adjustable, with the driver having specific memory settings. Electric folding anti-dazzle mirrors, and a really handy button here which allows you to put all 4 windows up and down at once, which, bearing in mind that it's a convertible, is a really, really handy thing. So I'm going to adjust the seat so I'm a little bit more comfortable. They are really adjustable, up, down, fore and aft, and then you have this button here which allows you to close these bolsters around your back just to hold you in place if you are going to drive the car more enthusiastically, or you have maybe a back problem or anything like that and you need to get really comfortable. Automatic lights, they're all the settings down there, really, really easy to use. You just put it in auto and leave it alone, and here's where the car really takes off. We've got this beautiful M Performance steering wheel, smooth leather throughout, multi-function as you can see. On the right-hand side, I've got my multimedia controls and I can adjust this virtual cockpit in front of me. Over on the left-hand side, we've got an amazing feature. We've got the adaptive cruise control here, and then we've got the driver assistance, which is this little button here, which allows the car, you have to hold the wheel, but it allows the car to more or less autonomously drive on the motorway. So you can set it for adaptive cruise. You can also then set it to stay within the steering lines, and it will essentially autonomously drive, but you must have your hands on the steering wheel at all times, either way, for safety. Heated steering wheel. And then a lovely feature, again, is this car is fitted with a heads-up display. So if you have, there's a big cutout here, and the camera will struggle to pick it up, but I do promise you it's there. And the car has got traffic sign assist, so you can see that that's just down here in the dashboard over here as well. And it's just full of tech, this particular car. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on this latest iDrive infotainment system. It is touchscreen as well, so if I just tap the nav button there, you can see BMW's own inbuilt navigation system. You can control it via the touchscreen or via the iDrive system down here. And if I pop the car into reverse, you will now see we've got full park assist, reversing assist, and here is all of your surround camera system over here. And if I remember rightly, if I tap here, you can click on any one of the cameras and you can see the 3D system coming to life on the left-hand side there. All your driver assistant features, if I put it back into park, all your driver assistant features should come up if I hold this button. Maybe I have to come out of this system and press it again. Here you go, all your driver assistance features are in here. You can configure them all via an individual system, so front end collision, side collision, lane departure warning, lane change warning, give way warning, just more technology than you could ever imagine in a modern car nowadays. Underneath here we've got a wireless phone charging pad, 2 cup holders and a USB slot, and all of your controls for the gears, the driving modes. You've got shortcuts for the camera and all of the famous iDrive system on the left. Some really important buttons here. You've got these little sort of cutaways in this mesh grille on each seat headrest. That is because this car is fitted with the neck warmer. Mercedes like to call it an air scarf. I believe BMW call it a neck warmer. Same sort of thing. It blows warm air around your neck when the roof is off on a cold summer's evening, allowing you to have the roof off but stay warm within the cabin. Now I'm just going to jump out now. Find a small cubby hole with a USB-C under there. I did miss it, but I'm just going to jump out now and sort of summarize this car for you. And if you are wondering, because lots of people do, if you are wondering where the wind deflector for the back of this car is, believe it or not, the camera can stay there, but I promise you, there is a slot behind these seats in the back, and when you move these seats forward, it is neatly hidden behind these seats, and it is here with the car. One thing I did forget to do, just bear with me a second, it's a convertible, I must run the roof. I'll just show you what the car looks like with the hood up. I think it's a very important feature. Of course, we do live in the UK, so there will be plenty of time throughout the year when you will need the roof up. But given how nice this summer seems to be getting at the moment, I imagine for the foreseeable future, the roof will be down. And I'll just jump out and summarize this fantastic car. I think the color scheme is exquisite. Dravit grey over the individual Oyster leather. The mileage great, the specification even better. My name's Matthew. I hope this video has helped. Thanks for watching.